Welcome back guys to World of Tanks with Verknechter, and we're going to look at a tank review of the Châtillon 25 TAP. We're going to be comparing it to the other two autoloaders at tier 9 medium, the Škoda T50 and the T54E1, the American medium tank. When it comes to DPM and obviously rate of fire, the Châtillon is on the lower side, so it's got 1900 compared to 2300 on the Škoda. It has fairly good penetration at 232 compared to 248 and 210 on the other two tanks. Now the damage per shot is on the low side, but you have to realize that it's got 6 shots in its autoloader, so even with the 300 shell damage, it's going to do 1800 damage per clip, whereas the Škoda has barely 1000 and the E1 has 1200. So you can really clip out tanks with the Châtillon AP what you can't do with the Škoda and the E1. And that is the great strength of the Châtillon. It can just clip enemies in one go. Now, intra-clip reload is quite high, so you do have to wait for those shots. It's not like the Škoda, which just fires snap, snap, snap. Well, that's alright. Yeah, shell velocity is quite good, and ammo capacity, and this is crucial, is extremely low. You can see here it's got a potential damage of 9000, which obviously is great, but is nothing compared to the E1 and the Škoda, which both have around 1400. Now the gun handling on the Châtillon AP is, I would say, alright. It's superb while moving, but it's actual dispersion and its actual aim time lacks somewhere behind on the Škoda T50. Now, the Châtillon AP is good for circling enemies and killing them outright, while the Škoda is better for, well, probably going up to an enemy on a ridge and pumping 3 shots into them, going sort of a peekaboo tactic. The gun depression is quite bad and the elevation is alright. 6 degrees of gun depression, I mean, yeah, you can sort of see where it's coming from. It's got a back-mounted turret. Anyway, mobility-wise, it is on the very good side, I would say. 65 kilometers per hour is excellent. Power to weight, terrain resistance, etc., all good, all very good sometimes. This is new, I think. Did they update this site? Effective hard. Anyway, it's still a good tank. When it comes to the armor, it's got absolutely nothing. You will probably never bounce a single shot. And view range is quite on the low side. I'd like it to have somewhat more. But anyway, that's what you get. And when we get to equipment, it can mount coded optics to boost its view range. It can mount enhanced gun laying drive, and it can mount vert stabs, which is excellent. So let's just put those on and see how the stats change. There we go. View range now 418. Aiming time 2.17. Excellent. Yeah, so let's look at a replay. Okay guys, so here we are in the replay, and we're in a pretty light tier 9 game on Sand River. I hope this is going to be the last Sand River match that we see. It's been quite a few in the last couple of days. Anyway, what have they got? The enemy's got an E75, a Juan, an enemy Châtillon AP and an MX-30, and it's also got the fairly newly introduced VK101P. And at this point, this replay was recorded, I think, a week or 2 ago, where it was very new, so we didn't really know where the armor was. But anyway, it's not that difficult. There we spot the Châtillon AP. And we're nearly loaded, and this is where the long reload time of the Batchet AP comes into play. If we had been in a Skoda, maybe we could have gotten a shot into that Batchet. As you see, we're running binos and camo net. I think Verknechter's trying to play this tank fairly conservatively. Anyway, let's see if we can get a shot into the Leo or the 30. There we go, that's the 30. That's the gun depression of the Batchet AP coming to play. First nice shot. Second one goes nowhere. And one into the Leo. Very nice. There's the 111, WZ 111 coming up. If he pushes through the middle, then we'll have to deal with them very quickly. It seems like, oh, there's the E75, very nice. Let's get some shots at his lower plate. That one hits. And that one goes nowhere. That's the great gun handling of the Batchet AP. And the Leo is already gone. Very nice. So now we don't really have any enemies in front of us. We're relying on our MT25 to spot them. And our ML1 is exposing himself quite a bit, and he'll probably get wrecked for it. There we go. That was just way unnecessary. Now, we do have a fair number of tank destroyers in our team, but I don't think this is a problem when you're defending. Nice shots into the MX-30, and oh my god, the E75 hits us, I think, with the small gun, it seems. So we had to burn our premium fire extinguisher and our repair kit. And obviously there's 3 artillery on each side, so we do need to be careful here. We always have to be on the move. Make sure we don't get one-shotted. Now once again, waiting for that reload. That's the passive sign of the Batchet AP, which is why you can really mount all the passive equipment. And now the WZ is here, and that is exactly what we feared. We're going to try and get some side shots into the E75 and the VK, but there we go. WZ comes up again. Now we really need the help of our team. STRV and 704 both help us, very nice. But now we're left on perilously low health. We're, well, a 2-shot for most of everything. And now we really need to think about what we're going to do. We can put some side shots into the Lulova here. That was a potato shot, holy crap. But this is probably not the safest safest spot to be, because that E75 and VK101P, both on the left side, are probably going to push around, and then they'll have shots into our back. And obviously artillery is here also. They're pre-aimed for the 704. He's on extremely low health. He's a one-shot for everything. And these are dodgy shots, so we're not going to take them. Well, we're not reloaded yet, but hitting that part of the turret is probably going to bounce, so we're actually going to hold our shot. Now, Verknechter looks behind himself, very good map awareness. However, the shots go complete potato. We do now have one clip of AP left and one clip of APCR, having done 3,800 damage already. And this is exactly what you want. You want to have a full clip of AP and a full clip of APCR, but we're actually going to pump a few into the sides of that E75. If he presents himself, you know, why not? Obviously the last one goes potato again. So now to have a full clip we're going to load into APCR, and that is exactly the problem with the Batchet 25 TAP, that you can run into these strange situations where you don't really have AP left, but you do have APCR, but none of the clips are really full, and that is just annoying as all hell. And it's not that big of a problem with the Skoda or other vehicles, because they have fairly low reload time. But as you're going to see, we're actually going to be quite low on our ammo here. So now we're going for the VK101P. We can isolate him, we can circle around him without doing without taking a single point of damage. And we would have gotten there faster if it wasn't for that meddling rock in the way. There we go, beautiful. VKP's turning his back on us, and we're just going to pump shot after shot into him. And Artie finishes him off for us, but we did 1,200 damage on him. And now we're in that situation. 3 shots of AP, it's going to take us 45 seconds to reload into that, and 2 shots of APCR, and it's going to take us 45 seconds to reload into that. So yay! Exactly what we wanted, wasn't it? No, not really. So we're going to load the 3 shots of AP. Now if you want to take care of the 3 artillery, we're going to have to ram them and then shoot them, ram them and then shoot them. That's going to leave us on very low health. So let's hope that someone helps us out with the first shot. First ram, and now you can see we can't take a second ram, we just don't have the health for it. So we're going to have to waste 2 shots on an arty, unless someone helps us out. Second artillery misses us. Nice, and we finish off the second one with the help of the KV-13. And there's the third artillery. It actually does splash damage to us. Now if you can hold our shot... Nope, didn't hold our shot. We could have held our shot just a second longer and we would have gotten a nice shiny artillery medal. Okay guys, here are the end plates. This was obviously a mastery class badge. We got Confederate, tank sniper and high caliber for doing the most damage. We actually did 6,592 damage, which is, well, more than 2/3 of the potential damage the Batchet AP can do. So we hit, well, let's take a look, 22 shots of 28 fired, which is pretty good. We got 1,349 base experience and 2 kills. And with the premium we got 38,000 credits because we did fire, well, a few shots of APCR, 4 shots of APCR to be exact. But even without the premium we would have gotten to 7,000 credits. Now with the double and with the premium we got 4,000 experience, and that actually made it possible for us to get our Batchet 25T, the tier 10 medium. So anyway guys, I do hope you liked the replay and the review. What is our verdict? Well, it is a good tank, but it leads up to the Batchet 25T, which is an excellent tank. So we do wholeheartedly recommend going up that line. Do hope you enjoyed the replay. Do click that subscribe and like button, and I'll see you on the next one.